Probably nothing.
What he'd probably give me is a pan set.
Something that has emotional value but doesn't cost anything.
I think Matthew for Mother's Day got me something that he really likes.
Nothing yet. It's on its way. You will get it on the way to my house, and I will love it, whatever it is, but nothing as of today.
My intelligence, my comic view on life, everything.
My straight hair, sense of humor, and a love of music.
I'm sure Matthew got his sense of humor from me. He's really funny.
I think you inherited my wonderful sense of humor, my wonderfully sick sense of humor, my wonderful, great organization skills, because your apartment is so organized and so meticulous, and my great cleanliness skills.
None. Probably when he was about three years old, we lived with my father, and I'd put him to bed at night. And, I would go in our bedroom to watch TV, and I'd assume that he was in bed. But I'd get up, go downstairs, and he'd be down there with his grandfather cooking hamburgers.
Well, one time he was 4 years old, and he was really mad at me because I wouldn't let him go and play with the neighbors. So he laid himself on the doorway, half on the driveway and half in the house, kicking and banging and saying, "I'm going to go, I'm going to go, Mom, let me go." He kept doing all.
My favorite memory of Jake is when he was in preschool, and it was Thanksgiving, and the kids all had to write something that they were thankful for, and there were things like pizza, chocolate chip cookies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Jake wrote Mommy.
My favorite memory of Matt is when he would be performing on stage.
Every single Christmas with you, because you have always made Christmas magical. Always. By your enthusiasm and your excitement, and you could make opening a Christmas present last all day, and I love that.
He tried to run away from home when he was 4 years old, and he forgot his sock and came back for it. That broke my heart.
Joy nuts and bolts.
But the worst thing that Jake ever did was when he was 15 years old, and his first girlfriend, he told me he was spending the night with friends, and her parents happened to be out of town, and I found out, quite by accident, that he was not spending the night with his friends.
The worst thing Matthew ever did was when he got mad at us, he took a tube of toothpaste and spread it all over the runners on the bathroom drawer. Couldn't open it for weeks.
The worst thing that I can remember that you ever did is when you were about 3 or 4, you, being the older, wiser one, decided to get a permanent ink stamp with our address on it, and ink stamp all the furniture in the house. Nothing cheap, but all the expensive wooden furniture was date stamped with our name and our address. It's probably the worst thing. The most expensive, costly thing to fix, too.
When was my child first funny? Probably not until middle school. The thing is, when he was little, he was very bookish. He'd have his nose in a book all the time. He wanted to be a paleontologist and an author. But he went to a Green Day concert about 8th grade, and I swear they brought back a different person. Because from that day on, he was totally different, funny, wise guy, troublemaker. So I blame Green Day.
My son was first funny when the day after he was born, because I went in to see him. Well, they lost him first at the hospital, and we found him, and he just was up. They're telling me that he was so weak and all this and that. When I walked in, he was just up there. His face was all purple, and he's giving this real mean look, like, you know, like, let me out of here.
I remember Jake as a 1.5-year-old. He did this thing where, in order to get attention, he would run to the wall and bang it with his hand, and then grab his head like he hit his head, and then run to someone for comfort. And that was the first time I remember him being funny.
He was first funny when I used to send him to his room to clean his room. And he used to holler down the stairs. He'd say, "Are you going to be looking under the dresser in the bed?" And I'd say, "Definitely. I will definitely be looking under the dresser."
Pooped on a couch.
Oh, where do I see Matt in 10 years? Probably living at home, still waiting for us to move out.
I will see him. Oh, that's a hard one. I can see him just keep doing as good as he's doing now.
In 10 years, I picture Jake living in New York City, probably, hopefully, doing something in the entertainment industry and getting paid for it.
In 10 years, I see Matthew with kids, a wife, and still being funny on stage.
I would have to say Ryan Turco will be the next Ryan Seacrest in 10 years. Something equally similar. Man, I sure hope so. I want to retire early.
Oh, Frank Strachey.
Matthew's the funniest person, I'm sure.
We'll pass on that one.
I can't do that one. I can't come up with one person because every single person cracks me up, and everybody's got something completely and totally unique about them that makes them funny.
The funniest person in the troupe would have to be Jake and Addison.